Hi, everybody. Thank you, Solange. Thank you, Humble Bloom. Thank you, Miss Grass. So I have 15 minutes. So I'm gonna get into astrology, get into it fast, so that I can get to everything because 2020 is a huge year, and I want to congratulate all of you for making it and being here and having these conversations because you are all doing what everyone should be doing this year. So you are all on the right path, just being here and being present for conversations that are going to shift this, racist, patriarchal society that is not serving anyone. Um, so I really just want to introduce myself. My name is Adama. I'm the founder of LilithAstrology.com. I'm also an astrologist, of course. And so 2020 is a collective awakening, and it's essentially the start of the shift into the age of Aquarius. So the big astrology is we're moving from the age of Pisces, and that has been our reality for the past 2,000 years, which is huge. So that's the big shift. So let's think about that, wrap our heads around that. And then we have the age of Aquarius. And so Pisces, it's all about, no disrespect to Pisces energy. This is just speaking to the collective, but Pisces is all about sacrifice. It's about illusion. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's real. There's lies. It's just wants to dissolve. It's about fantasy. It's just it doesn't see beyond its own destruction sometimes. That's really what we've been under. It's a little bit of an age of just the clouds are in front of your eyes and you can't really see straight. But now that's breaking up. January 12th, that is the day that coronavirus, happened, just started and kind of popped off. That was the day for us in astrology we've been talking about for years, the Pluto-Saturn conjunction in Capricorn. And that marks the end. It's the beginning of the end of the white racist patriarchy that has been ruining and ravaging the planet and all of our lives for generations. That this is it. This is the shift. And shifts are not easy, but I think being awake, which all of you for being here are, is what you need to be striving towards this year. And that really was brought on by Saturn in Aquarius. So that happened March 21st, 2020. And so y'all know what you were doing on that day, right? Like sitting at home. So that's Saturn in Aquarius slowing down and completely stripping us of our social norms and our network and just the outward things that we relied on, because the universe is like, in order for a massive shift to start, it starts here. And the only way we can get these people to sit and start here is to stop everything. And that's what Saturn does. It slows down time. So Saturn has been doing that, and quarantine, that was what it was all about. So it's about realizing and recognizing the issues with the collective, the harsh lessons. George Floyd, that's a Saturn in Aquarius moment. Saturn was in Aquarius when the Rodney King, that beating happened. Saturn was in Aquarius then. Saturn's back there now, except it's on steroids and it's not stopping. Like, we're going full throttle. And so we've actually now backed into Saturn in Capricorn, which is where we were pre-COVID. So that's why now everybody's running around and, mask free and all this stuff. And it's like the universe is reversing stuff this summer to be like, all right, let's see what happens after we've gone through some of these like intense situations. Now we're back to it. Are you continuing to do the work? All of you are here, so you are. But some people have just gone back to whatever, not just kind of using external things to validate their existence. And that is not what you need to be doing. You need to be here, and you also need to be with the collective. Aquarius is also about the collective, and that's what we're shifting into, is into a society that through honoring yourself and staying true to yourself and your individuality, that vibrates out, and then it's acceptance of other people. And that is just so much more serving to all of us. And so that's where we're going. So we're essentially seeing that all break down. And so I also want to go over Uranus and Uranus and Taurus, because that is huge for the environment. Uranus rules progress, change, innovation. It in classical, or excuse me, in modern astrology, it rules the sign Aquarius, and it essentially it destroys things that are not authentic to the sign it's in. And Taurus rules the earth. It rules plants. It rules animals. It's our values, what we value, our self-worth, what we value. And Uranus was making a harsh aspect to Saturn and Aquarius around when the George Floyd thing happened. So we have this harsh square erupting, like we're not in line with our values. So of course the symptom is going to happen. Everything that has been happening this year has been just on steroids because the society that we're in is not serving us. It's just not. So we're going to continue having symptoms. So now with Uranus and Taurus, there's going to be more climate issues happening. We're even having this conversation. Taurus rules plants. We're seeking to change this industry that was literally used against us to re-enslave us, and then now they're trying to use it for their own profit. So that's changing. So stay the course in what you're talking about, because literally the energy is like, and Uranus is retrograde right now, and so there's like 5 planets retrograde right now. So everything is going back, like karmically asking you, are you staying true? Because everything's going to go back in December. Saturn is going to go back into Aquarius. And so in December, we're going to have the Pluto-Jupiter conjunction in Aquarius. And that is a very intense event. That is just going to be an explosion of like, you think the protests are intense now? Like December after that, they haven't seen anything. Like everybody's just going to be the next 4 years. It's just, and then once we get to 2024, that is when Pluto goes into Aquarius. And that is a huge transit because is Trump getting reelected? I can't answer that one right now. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna hard pass on that right now because I want this to like, I want to empower everybody. But it's people are gonna be ready. And my advice to everybody is stay true to what resonates with you, and every single day when you're out in the world, practice being anti-racist. Like, I mean, I've worked in corporate, and I can't tell you how many racist things happen to me. And like, I would have friends or colleagues in the workplace that I would complain to about, and they would do nothing. Like, where were you? You know? So every day, okay, 1 minute. Every day, be doing something to change the world around you. That's Aquarius. It's like, I'm changing my network. I'm touching other people and raising their vibration and help shifting them. And ultimately it reverberates out. So it really starts with the individual. So every day doing things to align with this new shift. But it's a very exciting time. It's a very historic time. You're alive for 2020, and honestly, like, even though it's insane, I think it's something to be grateful for, because we're here changing the world. So I think, did I make time? All right, thank you.